Sa bidyong ito, pag-uusapan natin kung paano mag-evaluate ng functions. So basically, pag sinabi nating evaluating functions, ito yung process ni ginagawa natin para makuha yung actual value ng isang function. So there are different types of functions that we may evaluate. We have the polynomial functions, kasama yung mga linear, quadratic, cubic, mga power functions, yung mga mas mataas yung exponents. We have also rational function. We have the absolute value function and many more. So for example, meron tayong function dito, f of x equals 2x minus 4. And we are going to evaluate this at x equals 4. So the process is simply, i-replace lang natin lahat ng value ng x with regards to sa binigay na given. So ang sabi dito, ang x daw ay equal sa 4. So lahat ng x sa function, papalitan natin ng 4. So we have f of 4 equals 2 times 4 minus 4, and then we are going to simplify. So 2 times 4, f of 4 equals 2 times 4 is 8 minus 4, and f of 4 equals 8 minus 4 is 4. So therefore, the function is equal to 4 if we are going to evaluate it at x equals 4. Pag naman nangyari na in-evaluate natin yan sa x equals negative 3. Try natin. So, papalitan natin ng negative 3 lahat. F of negative 3 equals 2 times negative 3 minus 4. F of negative 3 equals 2 times a negative 3 is negative 6 minus 4. So, we have f of negative 3 equals negative 6 minus 4 is negative 10. Dito, if you're going to evaluate naman yung function sa negative 3, ang magiging result is negative 10. Let's have more examples. Example number 2, meron tayong f of x equals 3x squared plus 7. And then, i-evaluate natin to sa x equals negative 4. So, we have negative 4 as the value of x. So, papalitan lahat natin ng negative 4 yung x. So, we have 4 of f of negative 4 equals 3 times negative 4 squared plus 7. Simplify natin. Negative 4 equals 3 times negative 4 squared is 16. Plus 7, f of negative 4 equals 3 times 16 is 6, 12, 18, that's 48, plus 7, and f of negative 4 finally is 48 plus 7 is 55. What about if we are going to evaluate it at x equals 1? Mangyayari, f of 1 equals 3 times 1 squared plus 7. F of 1 equals 3 times 1 squared is 1, so 3 times 1 plus 7. F of 1 is equal to 10. Ulitin natin, replace the value of the variable with regards to the given. Kung ano yung binigay na value ng variable, yun yung ipapalit natin. So, the first examples, yung number 1 at saka tong number 2 are examples of polynomial functions. Example number 3 natin, ito, we have g of x equals 5x plus 1. Evaluate natin sa x equals h plus 2. So, lahat daw ng x na makikita sa function, papalitan ng h plus 2. So, we have g of h plus 2 equals 5 times h plus 2 plus yung 1. And then simplify natin, g of h plus 2 equals, distributive property, we have 5 times h is 5h. 5 times positive 2 is positive 10. And then plus 1. Simplify pa natin kung meron pang pwedeng i-combine na terms. G of h plus 2 equals 5h plus 10 plus 1 is 11. Since merong variable to and then ito constant, hindi na siya pwedeng pagsamahin through the operation of addition. Paano naman pag yung x natin is y cube minus 2, 2y plus 1. Y cube minus 2y plus 1. So, papalitan lahat ng x with y cube minus 2y plus 1. So, we have g of y cube minus 2y plus 1 equals, lagay ko dito, hindi kasya, 5 times y cube minus 2y plus 1 plus 1. Then, simplify natin. Copy yung g of y. G of y cube minus 2y plus 1 equals 5 times y cube is 5y cube. Kuha. So, 5 times a negative 2 is negative 10. Tas may y. Yan. And then, 5 times 1 is positive 5. Tapos, may naiwan na 1. So, plus 1. Or simply, 5 plus 1 para hindi na natin isulat. 5 plus 1 is 6. So, ito yung final natin na sagot. So, pag in-evaluate natin sa y cube minus 2y plus 1, magiging value ng function ay 5y cube minus 10y plus 6. Example number 4, bigyan ko kayo ng radical. So, we have siguro h of x equals the square root of 3x minus 2. Evaluate natin sa x equals 9. So, ang hinahanap natin is h of 9. So, palitan natin ng 9. h of 9 equals the square root of 3 times 9 minus 2. So, h of 9 natin magiging square root of 3 times 9 is 27 minus 2. H of 9 equals square root of 27 minus 2, 25 yan. And kung kabisado nyo yung mga square roots natin, the square root of 25 is 5. So, tama. So, in-evaluate natin at x equals 9 yung function, no square root of 3x minus 2, ang result is 5. Example number 5 natin is an exponential function. So, what if you have f of x equals 2 raised to x plus 1. And then we're going to evaluate this at x equals 2. Yan. So, papalitan lahat ng x with 2. So, we have f of 2 equals 2 raised to 2 plus 1. f of 2 equals, yung 2 plus 1 magiging 3. f of 2 equals, ano yung 2 cube? So, 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. Evaluate natin at x equals to yung function na 2 raised to x plus 1. Ang result is 8. Meron din tayong tinatawag na absolute value functions. So, ang result palagi nito is going to be a positive. So, kung yung polynomial function natin, wala siyang absolute value, sa absolute value function, meron lang siyang harang na absolute value. So, for example, f of x equals, instead na polynomial function na 2x squared minus 2, meron lang tayo nilagay na absolute value. And then, we're trying to evaluate this at x equals 3. So, we have f of 3 equals the absolute value of 2 times 3 squared minus 2. Simplify. F of 3 equals 2 times, what is 3 squared? That's 9. Minus 2. Then we have f of 3 equals 2 times 9 is 18 minus 2. Then we have f of 3 equals 18 minus 2 is 16. And then, the last process, tatanggalin natin yung absolute value. So, ang magiging final result natin is 16. So, ang gamit ng absolute value is to tell us that the final output should always be positive. So, just in case na nakuha natin is the absolute value of negative 16, ang sagot pa rin nito is 16.